Stream up. I keep forgetting to copy my Twitch link when I send this message. Alright, message in. Dude, I need to figure out a way. Yeah, I need to find the link to Kitty City so I can drop the Discord. Dude, that's so fucked. I hit the button that says copy the link to the server, and the link thing says hidden. Wait, what does it say? Hold on, let me pull it. It says hidden, use the copy button. So I hit the copy button, and then what it copies is the thing that says hidden, use the copy button. Alright, somebody else is gonna help me out. I'm gonna make someone in chat do it, because I'm useless. One day I'll learn the world of computers. I'll be a good streamer. But for now, we kill the bear. Oh yeah, it's investigation. I forgot. Okay. So the dorms are open. That seems like a cool first place to go to. Honestly, it seems cool to go to, and I want to kind of go there last. I feel like it's gonna flip the whole world on its head. Oh, dude, what I want to go to is the biolab. I'm so curious about the biolab. I wish there was an elevator. Just take me straight to the 5th floor, please. What could possibly be in the biolab that they wanted to hide from us? This is what I worry about. Like, is there like world-changing shit in there? Like, how could there be? Sorry, I really need to pull up Discord on my phone. Keep getting messages and having to tab out and look for them. Well, yeah, this way. All right, secret room, secret room. Why does it say raw? That's, bro, blue when he sees hero. Oh, this looks really basic. Why does it look frozen? Is this like a morgue? Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Dude, yeah, there's gonna be like fucking bodies, dude. This is like a morgue. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Dude, wait, that's the right side. Yo, what's up, Myth? Welcome in. We're investigating. We're investigating so we can kill the bear. Why is there a morgue in this school? Why? I thought the biolab was gonna be more normal. Finally, I'm on time again. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're the first one in. There you go. No more VOD watching for you. On the other side. I don't know, why is there a death game in this school? Alright, fair, I suppose. Some kind of weird. No, I want to investigate the morgue more. Why are there corpses in the fucking biolab? Why are only some of the lights on? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 16 students in the game. And how many are still alive? Me, Byakuya, Kyoko, Hina, Hiro, Toko, and the mystery student that's Monokuma. This is all of the people that have died in the death game. These are the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Wait, count it out. Count it out. Sayaka, Leon. I'm not counting Junko. Chihiro, Mondo. And then there was a big murder. Hifumi, Taka, and Celeste. And then Sakura, and then Mukuro. Yeah, it's everyone that died. Clearly I was testing you by randomly disappearing and popping up out of nowhere. Test if you trust me still now. I wouldn't mind being Makoto. Makoto seems pretty chill. I think it'd be much cooler to be Kyoko, but I don't mind. There's a stack of tarps here. I'm seeing a lot of those things lately. Ah, that must be where the tarp came from for the Mukuro murder. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Okay, is there like a thermometer? This is it? This is all that's in the room? It's so cold. Why so cold in here? Is there more that I can investigate about these? Oh! Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Yeah. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? Yeah. I should probably take a closer look around. Okay, now I can... You want to be Kyoko, you better learn how to do autopsies. Yeah, it's true. I don't really... I've told my coworker this before, because there's a... In restoration, the field that I'm in at work, there are different kinds. I do water restoration, but there's a thing called trauma restoration, which is like dealing with like cleanup of a site where somebody died, like got murdered, killed themselves, something like that. And so you go in and you take out the body and you clean the blood to essentially stop it from being a biohazard. And my partner used to do a lot of trauma. And he told me, he was like, it pays a lot of money. I'm like, dude, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do trauma, man. I don't want to fucking go in and have to look at dead bodies and clean up blood and shit. Like, that sounds awful. But there is a lot of money in it. Yeah, so maybe being Kyoko is not my thing. I feel it. I feel more like Makoto anyway. I'm too, hard on my sleeve, naive, optimistic. I feel like Makoto. There's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual on how to store the bodies. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Damn, you feel like the puppy? No. We're not getting back into this. I'm a cat, clearly. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is a stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Okay, no, never mind. I regret saying anything. I'm not a cat. I'm a ghost. I don't think there's a kink for being a ghost, so I'm gonna stick solidly in that camp. I hope. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. So there must be bodies in here, right? There's some kind of weird... Okay, and on the left side, only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. Yo, what's up, Blue? Yeah, there's a morgue in this school, huh? Ain't that crazy? It was a makeshift morgue. Yeah, biolab my ass, bro. This is just a morgue. Whenever you yawn, your mouth is perfectly open for ghosts to do all kinds of things with it. Yeah, it's perfect. Every time I yawn, I go like, "Gah!" and like punch out just in case. You never know. It's like, oh my god, dude. There's this video that I watched a long time ago, and it was when Vine was still popular, and it was like, bro's trying to catch his ghost lacking. And he walks into his bathroom, he turns on the water to wash his hands, and just jumps into his fucking shower curtain. It's like, alright, I guess he's not there. Where's it located? Yeah, this is the biolab. It's all the way on the top floor. It was locked before. And it turns out, yeah, it's just a morgue. That's it. Simple as that. Yeah, kind of whack. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean, inside each slot, lit up in blue... Yo! What is up, Embers? Dude, everybody's showing up right now. I got all my EU folk. Well, mostly EU folk, right? Yeah, you didn't miss... Oh yeah, you've played this game. Yeah, so you know, there's just a fucking morgue in here. The biolab is actually just a morgue for some reason. I mean, inside each slot lit up in blue. Is he gonna count the lights? Because it's gonna drive me crazy if he doesn't notice at all that there are 9 bodies and supposedly 10 dead students. Because that's basically, it's a clear indication that one of us 6 isn't the mastermind. Because somebody is faking being dead. Please count them. Please. Yo, what's up, Hazel? Welcome in. Hey, Hazel, do you change your Twitch name? Has it been like that a while? I don't think I noticed. Wait, what did I miss? Okay, here, I'll show you. Yeah? Oh, sick. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about, Blue. So, yeah. So this is the morgue. It says that when the lights are on, it means that a body is properly being stored. If you count them, there are 16 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 2 rows. So there's 16. Of the bodies that are stored in the morgue, there are 9 lights. But if you count it as, you know, to our knowledge right now, everybody that has died, you just have to look at Sayaka's corpse. I can't. Believe me, I've tried. That you know what? That didn't come out the way I wanted it to. But I've tried to look inside the fridge. But okay, so there's 9 lights. If we just count the supposed murders that have happened in front of us, just think. Sayaka and Leon. This would be Junko. And then after is Chihiro and Leon. And then it was the double murder. Hifumi, Taka, and Celeste. Sakura, and then this one would be Muruko. But there's no 10th one. So somebody who we think is dead is not dead. And that's fucking Junko. But he's not taking notice of this, which is incredibly important because... Do we know for a fact that these are the game's corpses? No, we don't. But if it was the corpses from the tragedy, my assumption is that it should be way more than 9. And also, why would there only be 16 slots? That's the puzzle that I've put together. But the fact that he's not taking notice of the number is driving me crazy, because this clearly tells us that somebody who is supposed to be dead is not dead. And that's the mastermind, because these 6 are me, Byakuya, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and Kyoko. Somebody's pretending to be dead. So we don't have to suspect each other anymore. The Junko theory's going strong, unless it's the mecha theory. Again, we cannot disprove the mecha theory. What other rooms did I have to investigate? Hold on, I gotta go through the logs on this one. Does it show me the log from before I saved and quit? Because he listed out every room that I should investigate, and I forgot what it was. Here I'm in the biolab. Okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. Headmaster's room, the biolab, The data center and the second floor dorms. And he said, in the garden and the dojo. Okay. It's Alter Ego's corpse. I mean, wouldn't there be 17 then? Oh, you're saying Alter Ego came back to life? like Chihiro's body, or just straight up the computer just got revived? Why do you want your second favorite character to be the mastermind? I just think it logically it holds up the most. And also it would make me way less angry that she just died for no fucking reason. Because she didn't die. It was all a plot. Then it would all make sense, and it would be so much more explainable, other than she died because the writers didn't want her in the game anymore. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Oh, rude. There's no need to be so hostile. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? And everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say, well, Byakuya is gonna say that, obviously. But nobody else is gonna say that. Master will, yeah, well, that's unavoidable. I think if you solved the murder, he'd call you useless. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I better get going. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. She's tweaking a little bit. She's the hotspur and she likes that. I mean, she does like when he, like, abuses, like, I don't want to say abuse, but, like, he's mean to her. She is kind of into that. There was something up here that I was going to investigate, and I keep fucking forgetting what it is. The garden, yes. God, I wish my brain was just like a tiny bit larger and I would just remember things. Remember things that I want to do. Huh? It's gone. Yeah, the body? Yeah, oh, so the body should be in the morgue now, yeah? So there should be 10 bodies in the morgue, huh? Mukuro's body. It's not here? Oh, isn't that suspicious? Where could they possibly have moved the body to? Degradation kink? Yeah, a bit odd, but everyone's got their thing, right? I love that there's just the scorch marks around where the body was, where it fucking exploded. By the way, the fact that that explosion did not just, like, eviscerate the body is crazy. I didn't think about that before, but, like, what a puny explosion. No, nothing close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, it must be. Could it be in the biolab? The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. Check in here? The only thing I need to check in here, there's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. Killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before. There's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. Oh yeah, so it had to have been somebody with access to every room in the building. I guess that doesn't solidify that it's the mastermind, because it could also be Kyoko, who had the lockpick. It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab? Yeah, it doesn't necessarily prove that it's the mastermind. It just proves that it couldn't have been me. Which, I mean, I guess we didn't really need to prove that, but helps. It's pretty nice. That's all I really needed to check here. Yeah, let's get out of here. All right, next I think we go to the data center and check what's behind the Monokuma door. And that should be on the next level down, if I remember right. Is there any other room in here? I don't think so. Oh, the headmaster's office. Check out the data lab first. I really want to know what's behind the Monokuma door. And I want to see that it's just like 80 Monokuma bots, like backup.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it,
I mean,
because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. 80 or 8,000? Yeah, it could be a million of them, honestly. You could smash all the Monokumas? True. I want to kill them all. It's for alter ego. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Ah, wait! Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh! Oh my god, this is the mecha room? Oh my god, mecha theory! Oh my god, it's real! Holy shit, where is Bonnie when we need him? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa! This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Hey, why'd you think Makoto survived his execution, but Kyoko died from the very same one? Because Alter Ego likes me better. Because I'm the GOAT. So this basically proves that the mastermind couldn't have been one of us. Because they need to be in here to control Monokuma. I like the paw buttons. That's cute. Which means the mastermind has to be Junko. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though. Like some kind of military installation or something. It's because he got lucky? Oh, yeah, because he's the ultimate lucky student. That's true. But also, like, yeah, I guess. Alter Ego is just a sign of good luck. That is true. That's kind of sick. He lives up to his title. I like the paw print. Yeah. I like that the control stick is a paw. That's cute. I like that. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Even me would probably freak out if he saw it. Dude, I can't believe Bonnie's not here to see the mech cockpit. That's like everything we've been talking about for like 4 chapters. Oh my god. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? They gotta stop saying the word cockpit. I know they don't mean it in like a bad way, but like it's just not a good look. Then could that mean?
okay.
Monokuma really is just the mastermind's persona? No, like straight up. The mastermind just wanted to be a bear. They're like, alright, I'm just gonna be this guy. Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just, or whatever, something like this. You were too scared of exploding earlier. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? That was the sound of Monokuma appearing. Yeah, I think it came from the other room. You are rotten to the mind. It's the word cock. I don't know like what more you need. It's straight up just a naughty word. What else am I supposed to think? It's like if somebody would start just being like casually saying the word dick print, and you're like, and I giggle, and you're like, oh, you're such a child. Like, bro, like, what do you want from me? What did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center. Probably blush if I said I'm feeling cocky. You can't just use words that involve like dirty words and then be like, oh, I can't believe you found that dirty. It's like, well, I evolved with a pattern seeking brain. That's not my fault. The data center. Took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. Dude, it would be so funny. There's only one Monokuma bot, but whatever room you hit, he just has to like fucking sprint as fast as he can to get to that room. He shows up and he's out of hi there. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Yeah, let's go take a look. Where is he? Did I just hear what I think I heard? It's Monokuma Bot! He's kind of cute now that I know he's being controlled remotely. He's just like he's like a pet. You must have disliked Leon because he's the ultimate baseball star. You made me think of balls too much. That's not as explicit. Also, I like baseball a lot. Clearly, Monokuma can teleport. Yeah, I mean, it does every time he shows up. They're like, where did he come from? So it is a possibility. Is that Monokuma? I want to pet him. Suddenly, now that I know he's just like a little robot being controlled by a person, he has lost all of my like malice towards him. Now he's just like a cute little toy. Oh, look at him! No, everything has changed now. Perspective is such a powerful device. Hey! See, look, he's so cute! Oh no. Oh no, my anger towards the bear has subsided. Roar! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Aw, man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Don't explode me. Hina, please. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Ah, look at him. Ah, he's so cute. Yeah, so this must be the Monokuma control center.
Ah,
Whoa! Hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now. It was Monokuma.
huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep. Looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma you just said that. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Yeah, she was right. The mastermind cannot monitor us and control Monokuma. That's a good point. I haven't connected that. That seems like such a design flaw. Like, why not just put the controls for Monokuma in the monitor room so you could do both? that seems so stupid. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time. Yo, what's up, Neil? Welcome in. How's it going? You've come in right as my bloodlust for this bear has subsided, unfortunately. Now we're just normal students solving a mystery. It's like Mystery Incorporated, oh my god. I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polar... Oh yeah, how he told us that... Yeah, the mastermind is a student. It's all connecting. You guys called me crazy. You didn't say it with your words, but you said it with your thoughts, and I could tell. But the Junko theory is holding. And the only people to take step in the school have been the 16 students. One of them is the mastermind. And it's someone we haven't seen for a long time. And it just makes even more sense if the mastermind is both Mukuro and Junko. Because that's how Junko died, quote unquote, died, because Mukuro was controlling Monokuma and Junko was in the gym. So, naturally the thought process is like, well, Junko couldn't be the mastermind because she was killed by Monokuma. But that's the cover. So it kills the alibi. Yeah, we figured this out. I'm ready as rain. I bet so much money that it's Junko. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. I already know if you're right or not, and if you're crazy. I know, that's why you were calling me crazy. What I didn't realize is that it was like crazy, like cracked. You're like, oh my god, this guy figured it out. And why is Mukuro dead now? I imagine they wanted to try and cover their tracks. Because of Mukuro, if we never piece together that Mukuro was working with the mastermind, then everybody has a solid cover. All of the students have been around while Monokuma's around, except Mukuro. So if you get rid of Mukuro and you never make that connection that she is working with the mastermind, then every student has a cover on the basis of being in the room with Monokuma. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it further too. Mukuro is probably dead because Mukuro probably tried to go off on her own and kill Makoto. And so as a result, that ended up with the mastermind turned it into a framing of Kyoko to try and get rid of her. But that probably Mukuro was probably working with the mastermind and went off and was like, you know what? I'm just going to take care of this. I want to go kill Makoto and then it's all going to be fine. And then it just backfired and the mastermind ended up using it to their own advantage. That's what I would think. Oh, what? Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Do you remember where to go next? Yes. So I checked out the dojo and the gym. I checked out the garden, not the gym. The dojo and the garden. I checked out the biolab, the data center. I'm gonna go to the headmaster's office. Yo, oh my god, Bonnie, you just missed it. In the data lab, that secret Monokuma room is a mecha control room for Monokuma. The mecha theory lives. Then Mukuro was just the mastermind puppet? I think so. I think that's what it would be. door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Oh, I guess we just can't go back in. That means no Monokuma for the rest of the time, unless the mastermind is in that room somewhere. You're right, it's locked. But why? Oh, what? Wait, the mastermind was in there the whole time? We should have looked harder. Fuck. There must be like some fucking secret room in there. Because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Yeah, like a trapdoor. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like there's like something underneath the control room or something that they were hiding in. So if we were just like a tiny bit more perceptive, we would have just solved the mystery right there and then. But you know, we're students. We're idiots. Also, we're Makoto, so we're idiots. Then that room,
yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as... Yeah, they're telling us right now that we're idiots. Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check? Oh, there was a hatch right there? We're so stupid! What is wrong with us? God damn it! Oh my god, dude, Kyoko would be so ashamed if she was with us. If she saw this whole interaction, she would like stop dating us. Oh my god. How am I? I'm doing well. We didn't have any other people in my house today, so that's a step up from the past. I didn't get to go to the gym today though, dude. The gym was fucking packed. I walked in there and like every section of the gym was fucking sardine packed, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do this, and I just went home. And I go tomorrow. But it just means more time to chill and stream. Dude, I can't believe there's a hatch right there. That's crazy. No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it. God damn it, Makoto. Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. You do still have a zoo at home. Yeah, that's true. And just run around with the animals. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. Everyone working out to clap mode. I don't like the phrasing there. There's definitely a way you could have said that better. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So,
is he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? Yeah, I guess they did foolproof us. Even if we knew that they were in the hatch, we couldn't have gotten in. Unless they were just lying, which I wouldn't put it past them. So it's not your fault. When working out to clap Byakuya hard. No, just Makoto.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. I mean, this just proves that the mastermind is not one of us six. This is a good thing. Every clue that we are getting is telling us, it's slapping us in the face and going, it's fucking Junko! Which is good. There's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Crazy. Crazy. Everybody in this chat's out of pocket. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Alright, to the headmaster's room. It's not that one. That's the music hall. This one. We've gone in here, right? We've definitely seen Junko and Mono at the same time. Okay, so this is what I was saying earlier. Yes, we have. But if we operate under the assumption that Junko and Mukuro were working together, then it solves the theory. Because Mukuro would have been the one controlling Monokuma when Junko died, in really heavy quotes, because I know you can't see my hands. So it would cover that. And then, you know, at a later date, obviously Mukuro died, and Mukuro's the only person that we have not seen in the room with Monokuma at the same time. So likely, the entire time that Junko is alive, it was Mukuro controlling Monokuma. And then after Junko died or whatever, it could have been either one. And it would give her an alibi, so no one would expect her. Oh, this place is not as disheveled as Kyoko made it out to seem. This is the headmaster's room. Of course Byakuya went here. He would. Why did Mukuro just never appear till their death? That's exactly, like, it leads me to believe that Mukuro is involved with the mastermind. Because why else would Mukuro just not exist, essentially, in this game? Mukuro's probably working behind the scenes up in the floors that we couldn't access. I mean, also, who do we think is the one that unlocked all of the floors after each trial? It had to be someone that was up there. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. It's a good interaction.
Come on.
I do that too whenever I see my friends. They're like, oh my god, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, hi. And then just don't say anything else. Could be automated. It could be. That is a possibility. I don't find it super likely, but it is a possibility. We have to leave the option open. Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you? Yeah, actually. You're into me, bro. You'll forgive everything I do.
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment.
Come on.
I don't want to talk to you! Let me read the book! Please!
Such ignorance.
Fine. Fucking baby. I tried to talk to him, and it just went straight past him. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, let's... There we go, there we go. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. I don't even know what that fucking means. There is amnesia involved, so what if someone made themselves forget that they're the mastermind? That's honestly a good point. The memory loss is rooted directly into this. But I think it would be more... What I think it would be more of is it would be... Like, if the memory loss was used against the mastermind, it would be to forget why they need to be the mastermind. And it would essentially be to make them complicit in operating the death game. That's what I would have to think. But yes, Byakuya is so needy. Class number 78? Student registry? Is this our class? I mean, it doesn't mean this is an academy, but if it's the class before us and it includes students that we already know, like Mukuro, that would solve the mystery of the tragedy. It contains contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room, was it for class? Fuck. That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt. Mukuro is a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Yo, what's up, Kisune? Welcome in. The whole gang's here, I'm pretty sure. Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Oh my god, and the second page is gonna have class number 77. Why did you make yourself forget your own plan? Okay. In my head, it would be to eliminate any doubt. They call it, like, cognitive dissonance. You know, like what a murderer might feel when they kill somebody, they feel cognitive dissonance. It's the feeling of like, this isn't right, I shouldn't be doing this. I would imagine it would be something along those lines to try and get rid of that. That's the only thing I can come up with. There is probably a better answer, but that's all I could really think of. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Thought of that angle too? Yeah, it's a bit weak, I'm not gonna lie. I think my previous theory that they are doing this as like essentially to excuse the tragedy because they were the one that committed the tragedy, using this death game as a like, see, anyone would have done that in this circumstance. I think that holds up the most. That's the one I feel the strongest about. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Okay, but when I went to try and pick up the book, you were like, man, Makoto, talk to me. It's like, man, what do you want? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening. I was tuning Byakuya out as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. That's what she looks like? Emo? She looks like Toko. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. She's Toko in disguise. That would be crazy. I like her look though. I mean, she looks a little basic. I think it would be cooler if we got to know her. I'm sure she would be a very interesting character. But she just like looks normal. She looks like a normal kid. She looks like Lydia from Beetlejuice. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. What honestly could you do? Like, if she is this ultimate soldier, she went through all of that time in Fenrir without a single scar, what the fuck could you do? You're like, oh, you're too dangerous for my school, you have to leave. And then like, what if she says no? You're just fucked. I mean, maybe that is what happens, genuinely. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Do you know what this makes me think? It makes me think of that scene in The Dark Knight Rises where Bane and his gang are hijacking the plane, and the one guy is like, "Pull me up, come on!" And Bane is like, "They're gonna expect one of us in the wreckage." And so he lets the guy fucking die so they can find the corpse, so they know it wasn't like an inside job. That's what happened to Mukuro. Maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Is that like blood pressure? I don't think I've ever seen it measured like that. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you... Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, no, that's not her blood pressure. Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. I'm a flamer. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Okay, I think what he's getting at is she is so fucking tiny. How could she possibly be a vicious murdering machine? Maybe you'll make your way back to that corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Oh, maybe she isn't dead. Well, okay, yeah, the corpse isn't there anymore, though, so we can't, like, take measurements. Wait, is he trying to say the details don't line up? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? How tall is she? Small, I think. I don't remember. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right? 5'7"? Okay, so, like, yeah, I guess not super small, right? Okay, yeah, so it could be them. Man, I get... Sorry, guys, I'm 6 feet tall. Everyone that's under 6 feet is just tiny to me. I'm sorry. That's just, like, part of the game. It's nothing personal.
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. So I guess the body could line up, right? Height was really the only thing I was considering. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from you to me, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. He's so fucking... Oh, he's so clueless. I'm taller than you. Damn, how tall are you, Myth? Damn headrest. So this is how the game goes. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. It's a tall eat tall world, actually. I think I've explained this to you guys before, but like I'm the smallest person in my dad's side of the family. My dad is 6'2", my grandfather is 6'6", and my uncle is like 7 feet tall. And so me at 6 feet, I'm the tiny one. But I'm just tall enough that people can't make fun of me. So I win. A hunch? 6'1"? Oh, okay. Just a tiny bit taller than me? That's all you need. I make fun of plenty of 5'11 people. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. We'll never be on eye level now. That's alright. I don't mind. Listen, I'm not very insecure about anything, really, actually. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. I think we should look more into these fucking documents. I don't think we should just be like, oh, there's paper on the ground. All right, moving on. Like, I feel like we should look at what they are. Is one of these the current headmaster? These all look like the same person. Am I crazy? Like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. This guy looks different. I guess these four all look the same. This guy's head is shaped a little differently. Yeah. Racist go. No. I didn't mean it. I mean, they all look really cool and unique. They all have unique distinctions. They all look the same. Fuck. Class 78. Yeah, is there anything else to this? Apparently that's us. It has profiles of me and everyone I met at the beginning. And Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair. Which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Prosopagnosia? I don't know what that means. I think you've brought that up before. Oh, is that face blindness? I think, yeah, we talked about this before, right? There are trophies and even a shield. Oh, I already read that. Anything else? The camera, the monitor. Wait, why would somebody... Okay, I had thought that the Mastermind broke into here, but why would they do that if there's a camera and a monitor in this room? What purpose would they have to do that? So maybe I was wrong about that. But who else would have any reason to go digging through these files, if not us? Interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got everything I need in here, though. So maybe I can look at the bodies in the morgue. I want to see if it'll let me. Because now I'm interested in seeing Mukuro, quote-unquote Mukuro's body. I made this joke earlier, but why the fuck does it say raw on the door? Like, what possibly could be the purpose of this? It's just blue whenever he sees Hero. Meat freezer. Yeah, raw meat. Oh yeah, this is the morgue. Oh yeah, you weren't here for this. Yeah, so the biolab is actually just a morgue. Raw corpses. Yeah, I mean, that would be weird, right? But it's like the only thing I could explain, I think. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Yep. Can I see the bodies? Can I pull the bodies out? No, it's not gonna let me. Okay, never mind then. I guess I'm not looking at the corpse. Yeah, so that's just a morgue. You know what? Since you weren't here, Bonnie, I'll go over it again. Because this supports the Junko theory really hard. So in this morgue, there are 16 of these freezers. It clearly is trying to show that these are all... The ones that are lit up have bodies in them. The ones that are not, don't. But these are clearly the bodies from this death game. But what you'll notice is weird is that there are 9 bodies. Despite the fact that we've been led to believe there are 10 people that have died. You know, like Sayaka, Leon, and then Junko, and then Chihiro, Mondo, and then Hifumi, Taka, Celeste, and then Sakura, and then Mukuro. But if that's the case, one of them is missing. This also supports mech theory. Yes, this is why I said when you got here, mech theory is living. But one of them is missing. Now, I believe it's Junko. I imagine you probably believe it's Sakura. And most other people probably assume it's Mukuro. You can always make food out of the dead. That's crazy. You could. This is Until Dawn suddenly. But yeah, that's the important thing that I took away from that, is that everything we've seen so far supports the fact that Junko is definitely the mastermind. Maybe they ate the 10th body. That would be so crazy. And a place that provides unlimited food. That would be so crazy. Okay, I think the only other place I can look at now is the second floor dorm. I almost went here first, but I thought it would be way more hype if it was the last thing we looked at. Because for all we know, this is going to be like a massacre. This is going to be an unedited, full-ass crime scene. So I thought it might be hype. They need meat somehow. I'm sure they get meat shipped. I'm sure. I cannot imagine they're just eating body. Also, if that were the case, why is only one body gone? They're in the wrong direction, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, second floor dorms. Here we come. Despair Hotel. Or as they call it in my world, Hotel California, but only the last 2.5 minutes of the song. Mech Theory is being challenged by Cannibal Theory right now. Who will win? And they both, neither of them can be disproven, technically. What if the mechas need to eat human? Holy shit, it's both. Mech Cannibal Theory. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Oh shit. Okay, this is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Dude, I wonder. Okay, hold on. I don't want to advance because I'm cooking a theory. I wonder if this was, okay, maybe the death game theory is incorrect, but I wonder if this was a school. They brought in ultimate students, but they wouldn't let the ultimate students leave. The students were too valuable to the school to let them out into the world. So Monokuma and the Monokuma robot, the control center and everything, was essentially created by one of the students as a countermeasure so that the ultimate students could escape Hope's Peak Academy. And that's how this devastation came to be. And that's how Monokuma was created. Oh, my mech is 8. That's crazy. Because these are all staff rooms. Oh, this one's open. Whoa. It's just like one of our rooms. It's literally the exact same. Is it a girl's room? Is there a lock? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Oh, nice! Thanks, Monokuma. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. That wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. The girls' bathroom. This must have been the culprit. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Crazy. Crazy. There could be like a murder weapon in this room, and he's like, well, I can't go in there. About the boys' bathroom. Is there a secret room? Wow, this is so much nicer than our bathroom. Yeah, worst detective. Yeah, Makoto sucks as a detective. It's crazy. He's just got like insane instinct and he just always figures it out. But he sucks as a detective. Like gathering. What the? It's the Eye of Horus. Whoever killed everyone was a fan of Egyptian mythology. If only I knew what the Eye of Horus represented. That would help me a lot to solve this mystery. And a giraffe coming out of a locker. That's a cute giraffe. The ultimate art student. Listening to ASMR while watching sure is an experience. It's like he's super... Oh my god, you're right. How did I not put that puzzle piece together? He's a terrible detective that's just really lucky. Jeez. They cooked with this game. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hopes Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Probably represents Horace. Oh, that's great. You know what? That's so helpful to my case. I'll have to write that one down. Thanks, Myth. This looks like one of the metal plates that's on the windows. Why is it on the lockers? There's no way to get it open. More metal plates. What the fuck is going on? There's no way to get it open. These are normal lockers. I wonder if I can open this. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the lockers. Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. Oh, true. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Maybe the destroyed ones. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay, well shit, that's all of the options. Maybe these ones? Okay, no, sure. That was useless. And the only other accessible room. Is this like the headmaster's bedroom? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the, oh my god, where did you come from? It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? This looks like a secret door. I'm gonna investigate that last. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair?
However,
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Damn, Kyoko, jeez. Man's probably dead right now. You're fucking besmeeching a corpse. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. So the only other thing, I could talk to Kyoko, and then I'll look at the hidden door. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Oh, she's the opposite of Byakuya. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Dude, you gotta be the stupidest motherfucker. This guy's gotta see like a car and he's gotta be like, what is this? Some kind of horse machine? Like, bro, it's a hidden door. The fuck do you think it is?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? This isn't as bad as the tree from the other guy. Yeah, that one was really obvious.
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden motherfucker, dude. You gotta be the densest motherfucker I've ever seen in my entire life. How did they pass the murder mystery protagonist? Dude, I don't know. DEI murder mystery protagonist. I think I might know how to open it. Wait, no, yeah. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. Yeah, just let Makoto take a swing. He'll probably luck his way into finding it. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. His password's gonna be something like Kyoko. It's gonna be like, I never stopped thinking about my daughter that I left behind. I'm doing everything for her. And she might vomit, honestly, as a response. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this. Let me take a crack at it. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. It's Kyoko. The password's Kyoko. What about your name? Dude, I could have written this game. I'm telling you. I'm fucking nailing it. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password could be. Makoto gets so lucky alter ego appears. Yeah, that would be the luck situation. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talks about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as a password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. She's pissed. She's so mad because I think she knows I'm right. She's so angry. She cannot conceptualize that her dad actually cares about her. She's tried so hard to demonize him and drive him out of her life that this concept is like alien to her. Okay. There's a world where there's just like a really wholesome reunion in here, and it could be really nice. Or she's just gonna be really stubborn. She might kill him. I don't think it lands in the middle. It's gotta be one of the two. I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I doubt he's alive. Yeah, my only idea is that, like, if this is a hidden room, maybe it's like a safe room. And if that's the case, he could be alive in there. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, look, there it is. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked. She's so angry. Oh my god, that was the worst case scenario.
why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Stu. Dude, it would make me so happy if her dad just was strolling Stu. Daddy issues just evolved. He's got a picture of them. Dude, tell me this is like a fucking birthday present. god, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this. This is like, she has trauma about this, but like, there's something cosmically funny about this. What, Stu? It's the little guy that Bonnie has been posting. Yeah, this guy, Strolling Stu. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The picture? Oh, a present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Really stands out here. I want to investigate them last. I'd better check out that. God damn it. They never let me have any fun in this game. She was right. It was unusual. She couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking, glaring. All right, fine. I wanted to save the best for last, but fine. We'll look at the present first. What if Strolling Stu is the mastermind? That would also be very funny. Small enough to fit in the hatch. The mecha theory. The Strolling Stu's controlling the mecha. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Stumina. Be careful, Makoto. It might explode. What's the Strolling Stu? It's the little guy. It's the guy that Bonnie's posting. That's his name, Strolling Stu. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's like an NPC in, fuck, what is it? Super Mario Sunshine? One of those games? One of those games that I've never played in my life. Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. New gen? I don't even know. Is that directed at me? It's not that I'm new gen. I've just never played the Mario games. I'm not a Nintendo guy. Wait, so you know what's in there? All of you? Whoa. Listen, man. I had an N64. I played Ocarina of Time and like Bomberman. That was about it, though.
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? It's a human heart. I don't know. I genuinely, I have no clue what's in this box. I thought it was going to be a present for Kyoko. But shit, at this point, I have no clue. Okay, I'm just going to open it. It's Stu. Stu's in the box. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Guys, what do we think it is? I guess Bonnie's the only person who hasn't played this game. Bonnie, what do you think it is? I think it's a head. I think that's my final guess, is it's a human head. I don't know why it's in the keys to Sakura. All right, we're locking it in. Yeah. Oh? Yoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Ah, that was close. It was it was a head at some point. What was in the box? Why would he put this in a present? Is it her mother? I don't. Like, why would this be in a present box? Oh, you know what? Fuck, it's probably a present from the, like, to the headmaster from the mastermind. That's probably why. It was bones. It could be the headmaster's bones. I think the mastermind put this here for Kyoko. The Rocky execution at the beginning of this game, the one Monokuma executed, came rumbling down as mere bones. The rock execution. No, I don't. At the very beginning of the game, was that Leon? No, Leon was hit by the baseballs. No, I don't remember that at all. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. Dude, this is it's 7. What's in the box? Oh man, what's in the box? I'm feeling it's Kyoko's dad. I think so too.
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Oh, the rocket execution. Yeah, dude, I totally forgot about that. Oh my god, that's probably gonna be really important to this, yeah? Holy shit. It was just like some random kid though, wasn't it? Human bones? Kyoko said, just as I thought. I have to find out what she meant by that. No, I want to look at the picture. No, let me look at the picture. Let me look at the picture. How did I get there? What? All right, fine. Why important? Did I miss something? I mean, I just think like it's one of those things where it's like blink and you miss it. But when they start to peel back the curtain and you get the reveal of everything, that's probably going to be like how everything started. That's probably like how the mastermind gained control of the school. That's what I imagine. It probably isn't important until you know that you need to be focusing on it, is more of what I think. I don't remember what you're even referring to. It was the very like first scene of the game. The first thing you saw, there was some guy that got put into a rocket and blasted off into space. It's not one of the executions. It was essentially like the first one. Some random man with short dark hair and a slim frame executed by Monokuma. Yeah, that must be, right? That must be her dad. Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. She's smiling. Can we all take a second and realize she's smiling? That she just found the skeleton of her deceased father? Her deceased father, who up until this point she assumed hated her and abandoned her. But now we find out like the secret safe room was her name. He has a picture of her as a kid. And she's smiling. I mean, listen, some people handle grief differently. I know some people that laugh about murder, but like, this is a bit weird. What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? I wouldn't call it a smile. It kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like it. The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
How would she know though? Well, who else could it be, right? Everybody else in the school, dead or alive, is missing. The headmaster clearly was in here and is no longer around, and this is his secret safe room, dolled up in a present box, clearly made by the mastermind. I mean, everything leads to it being him. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Yeah, true, that would help too. It's a very... Oh, yeah, the people that are in the school have not left the school. True, Monokuma did say that. 16 participants. Oh, yeah. Oh, and the only people to have taken a step in Hope's Peak since it started are the students, which means he must have been dead. when the game started. And if Alter Ego said it's likely that he's in the building, that means that he must have been dead in the building. He isn't wrong, he is still here, yeah. Family reunion, eek. Not the way I'd want to do it. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In
assume
other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. Yeah, that's true. I mean, she assumed correctly that that was his body, but she might not have been correct about all the details. She just got it right. You know, she might not have been right about the method, but she was right about the answer. Which, you know, arguably matters the most. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. No, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Maybe she's not telling us the truth. Alright, let's look at the picture. Huh? This picture? Aw, she looks so happy. Wow. Simpler times in her life. Before being kidnapped and forced to play a death game. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Yeah, no shit, it's pretty old. Wait, it's okay. Makoto is so slow. It is impressive. Brother, catch on quicker. I need you to make assumptions when you look at things. You know, thinking about it making Makoto... You know, thinking about it, making Kyoko have memory loss makes sense. Really? I'm interested. I'm interested why you say that. She's angry.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... Do it, Kyoko. Smash the picture. He's not alive anymore and he doesn't care about it. To now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. The man in the picture must be her dad. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. Maybe it's more complicated than that, Kyoko. Maybe he had to. I think I said this before. I think I said that it was going to be some kind of like he didn't want to leave and he felt sad about it, but he had to. I mean, I guess that's like the most surface level, easiest assumption to make when it comes to something like that. So I guess I can't take too much credit for that. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? No comment. Okay. In simplicity, yes, but no comment. You can grieve however you want. Kyoko. Alright, let's look at the important stuff. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission. Dude, she doesn't care, man. God, I need you to just think for like 2 seconds and then make your thoughts. God. He's so frustrating. He's so airheaded. He might be dumber than Hiro. Can we say this? I don't even know if it's like a might anymore. I'm pretty convinced. Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like. Are you sure?
Because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. It's not possible. Dude, I don't know. It's so close. Hero is a more like... I would call Hero like airheaded. I think that's the kind of stupid he is. I think Makoto is actually just fucking clueless. That's how I would describe him. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I could open the lockers. Aha. Yeah, Makoto is clueless, but Hiro's straight up dumb. Yeah, you might be right. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
I'm eating and my teeth keep squeaking? Wait, that's crazy. Why? What? Your teeth are squeaking? Makoto makes Damon seem intelligent? He does, which is frightening. It's like, Damon is dumb. Although he's just like socially inept. Makoto is just like all around stupid. A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem.
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. She doesn't want the dad's e-handbook. She doesn't want anything to do with him. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Is there anything else in that desk? Really, that was it? I swear, I thought there would be more. I mean, I guess we know that the mastermind has been in this room, so naturally there probably wouldn't be anything that helpful to us.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Aw. Say no. Say no. Be like, I have every right to be here. Kyoko, don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. Seems that when I eat, my teeth grind against each other. Oh, ow. That sounds painful. I mean, I guess that's what the molars are for, right? They're kind of designed with that in mind. But still, like, ow. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Oh, okay. I understand. Then I'll see you later. God, it would be so funny. It'd be so funny if we walked out the door and all we heard was just like screaming. It's like loud pounding sound. She's throwing the furniture in the room. It's like the first time we've ever conceptualized her having emotions, and she's just like Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens, where he throws his tantrum in the elevator. Like, that's the level. Or is it that movie? It might be Last Jedi. I don't remember. Those movies were all kind of bad. Is she really okay? Kyoko. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performs that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Or is he? I mean, listen, we don't know that that's the headmaster. We're just pretty certain. It lucky doesn't hurt. Oh, you're lucky it doesn't hurt though? Yeah, that is fortunate. Kyoko gets so angry her mic cuts out. It's like they killed Alter Ego. The one leading Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Yeah, keep your teeth safe. True. Don't want to be losing those. Not till you're old. Or unless you're a hockey player. It's the only acceptable ones. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. What if the skeleton is Junko and the headmaster is the mastermind after all? It is possible. But Kyoko is pretty convinced it wasn't the headmaster, so I'm gonna trust my girlfriend. She is the ultimate detective. She would know. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is Junko. One of the students. This is like the 5th time we've seen this flashback. This is like Kyoko whispering into Makoto's ear. The amount of times we've seen this flashback. Yes, the only people that have been in the school are the 16 students. We know. This is like, if any of you have actually watched One Piece, this is like when they do that thing where they flash back because the characters are remembering something and they flash back to the same thing like 30 times. And you're like, I get it. Stop it already. It's only good when you do it at the very end of the arc when everything is resolving. That's awesome. Everything else sucks. 15 of us men met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Ugh. They didn't have to show us Sayaka. They didn't have to show us Chihiro either. Because I'm sad about a lot of these deaths. Even Mukuro. If that is the body's real identity, even she is undeniably dead. Yeah, I will still say my theory completely falls apart if that is Junko's body. If that is Junko's body, then Mukuro must still be alive and Mukuro's the mastermind. But if that's Mukuro's body, I think the mastermind is Junko. But I think those two are the ones, you know, orchestrating everything. To some capacity, those two are the ones that were doing it. Mukuro Ikasawa, the 16th student hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Thanks, Kyoko. I appreciate it. I forgot. I'm glad. Good to have the reminder. The amount of flashbacks in Dressrosa. Oh my god. Yes. Dressrosa was such a sick arc. But holy shit, the flashbacks are so long. And the Roshinante flashback was sick. You know, that didn't count, right? Because that was just like the backstory. But like, oh my god, the rest of it was such a disaster. Like the last like 50 episodes of that arc are a fucking nightmare. So the ones still left alive are, you better show Junko, me, Byakuya, Toko, okay, Hiro. Wow, sexist, you just named all the guys first. Aight, bro. Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. You named your girlfriend last, bro? Where are your priorities? Why did you name your boyfriend first and your girlfriend last? Have some goddamn priorities. Only those 6 people are still alive. I need to kiss Roshinante. Dude, I actually love Roshinante, bro. Guy's a goat. And there's no question. Wait, no. That can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. He's clueless. He's so stupid. What if I tried to go back in the room? There's still all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but the bad ending was bad, but Hero's fucking hot in there. You guys are crazy. You guys are, I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't know. I better give her some more time. All right. I need to kiss Hero. Crazy. Her being the ultimate, making her remember, unlike Sakura, she wouldn't have worked with them as they wouldn't have had an upper hand as she's the detective. Wait, I don't think I get what you mean. Makoto just saved the best for last. Okay, you might be cooking. Except Toko, there's no way you believe that. There's no way you genuinely believe that. Oh, they all aged well except Toko. I understand. That's crazy. Yeah, wait, that's true. That was only 2 years in the future. She had 3 kids in 2 years. That's insane. And Toko died in 2 years? At least 2. Okay. Yeah, let's leave the area. What else is there for us? Oh yeah, the lockers. Now that we have the handbook. I want to see what's in these. There could be really important, like, files about the staff, is what I think. Yeah, there's a card reader. Hey, use the handbook. Use the handbook, Makoto. Use the handbook. Please, God. Yes, okay. He figured it out. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across. No, you fucking idiot. Not that one. Oh, look, maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, okay, there we go. Maybe one of the pregnancies was Byakuya. God damn it, these woke game developers putting MPreg in my visual novel. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. What? Just use the book! MPreg theory has legs. Oh, it worked. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Yes! Is this an identity card? Is one of the staff members? There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Kyoko losing her memories makes sense because the masterminds wouldn't have an upper hand on her, as she wouldn't have worked with them. Ah, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I don't think she would have worked with them either way. Truly. I think she has a pretty good moral compass. There's some writing inside. It could be important. Makoto and Hiro fighting over who gets the last brain cell. Yeah. He's so stupid. Like, try the emergency handbook first. I'm like violating the owner. They're dead! They're dead, Makoto! There's no privacy being invaded! Open the fucking book! God damn it, man. Wait, how many times do we have to flashback again to Monokuma saying that the only people alive are the students? She has a good moral compass, but is she the ultimate moral compass? That's true. She is no Taka. Looks like a girl's hand. All the letters are spaced out evenly. Whoever wrote them was measuring. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. Oh my god, what is it? What was in the yaoi room? The note that was in the yaoi? It was like, you cannot escape, you cannot leave, or something like that. Oh, what? Never mind. This is different. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. She was a student here, and she forgot because they wiped the memories. Oh my god. The theory's back. Oh my god. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. Makoto found the yaoi. Kyoko! Kyoko, this is gonna help you feel better. Look at this! The point is to keep our student prodigies safe. To keep them as our hope for the future. Oh my god, I was right! So Monokuma was created as a way to fight back against the school imprisoning the students here. Oh my god. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of the country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't wait for the trial. Dude, this is gonna be crazy. There's so many theories. My brain is fucking full. I can't think of anything else because I can't keep track of it all. I think it's the first time anything made sense to me. Really? I can't imagine a worse father. Wait, she just said that. She just said that. Oh my god. Is that why she asked to be alone? Because she just got her memory back? I need to go back. I need to go back. So this is the students' lockers. This isn't the faculty? Because this is Kyoko's. Unless one of the faculty confiscated this. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. So if they had amnesia, how old do you think they are? Oh my god, yeah, wait, their real age could be different than what they think. They could have just been told they were high school students, but they might not actually have been. I mean, class 78 might legitimately have been the class that orchestrated the tragedy. And they wiped our memories, and this death game is essentially just punishment? But then why would one of the students do it? I don't get that. To train us? No. Maybe they just went crazy? You know, being cooped, like one flew over the cuckoo's nest? Like, I don't follow fully. Shoot. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. It just stopped making sense for me again. It's that quick. There's too many mysteries. There's the mystery of who is the mastermind. There's a mystery of who did the tragedy. There's a mystery of who isolated the school. There's the mystery of why they isolated the school. And there's the mystery of why are we missing memories. All 5 of those give us the answer. Wrap it up, Monokuma. Yeah, let us know the answer. But if you answer all 5 of those mysteries, you wrap up everything here. But that's a tall order. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. He's so close. Oh god. Oh god. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. True. So the headmaster, that's Blue. I assume they're talking to Blue. So the head, okay. Hold on. I want to get my 5 theories. I want to get my answer for the 5. And the real mystery, where's the yaoi room? What did they do to the yaoi? Okay, so who's the mastermind? I think it's Junko, and I think it's, I forgot her name. Mukuro? It's Junko and Mukuro. Who came up with the plan to isolate the school? It was the headmaster, Kyoko's dad. Who committed the tragedy? Was class 78. I think it was all of us. And I think that's why we're directly involved. Why did they plan to isolate the school? Obviously as a method to force us into advancement. They don't want to lose us because we're too valuable. And then why did we commit the tragedy? Because we were isolated. Because we wanted to know freedom outside. Okay, I think I have the answer to all 5. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. More answers. Or more questions? When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks fucking, can you let me read it? Can you let me read what it says before you take it away? What is this? What does it mean? I don't know. What does it say? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Okay. A despair walks among us. And so we survive. There's a second despair. Okay, is this implicating the 2 masterminds? Or is despair the allegory for the people keeping us trapped? The despair is the isolation, and the second despair is the people trying to break out? Maybe? Are you gonna start the second game after this? I'm thinking so. For as good as everyone's told me the second game is, I do kind of want to. I think I told Bonnie this, but I think I want to start 2 games and then kind of have the option, if we feel like doing one or the other particularly, to do that. So I think that might be the goal. I just don't know what the 2 games would be. It'd probably be the second Danganronpa and then something way tone shifted. I just don't know what to do. Can I open the other lockers? I want to know if there's more information. Perfect. Locker opened up. You pay our life. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that idea. Let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, can I open the one next to the one that I opened? Or is it just gonna be the same one? Nope, don't see anything that could be. I'm gonna open every possible locker. I want more information. And I want them to tell me there's nothing until I leave. Before I leave. Perfect. Oh my god, it's Hero's Locker! Clairvoyancy! Can you DM me your Discord? Yes. Probably. Hold on. How do I do that? How do I do that? The answer is yes, and I'm gonna Google how to do it after I finish the stream. Okay. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Second game's really good, but I want to see what you think. Playing V3 is my favorite. Okay, interesting. I mean, we'll have to get there, right? Yeah, this is definitely Hero's Locker. I mean, he's got the fucking glass ball. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? Just DM me your Discord name. Fuck. Isn't there like a code? It's like a special code after the Discord name. Oh yeah, and my fucking Discord's in streamer mode. Can I post it in chat? Yeah, you're fine. Anyone that wants to add me on Discord, go ahead. Oh, is it really that simple? Is there not? Isn't there like usually a tag after Discord names? Am I not crazy? Am I crazy? That's how it used to work. Oh, so that's how out of touch I am. Tag was removed some time ago. Oh shoot. Okay. Fuck me then, I guess. Yeah, it's just my Twitch name then. Okay, there's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Yeah, everybody here was a student, and they had their memory fucking wiped. Did you know? Yeah. It's a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? See, this is why I wanted to look through all the lockers. There are all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Okay, so is this Total Recall? Is this total, like, we not just... Oh, missed a minute. Why are you talking about 2 games in DM? Oh yeah, we're talking about what the plan is after I finish this game. I said I probably want to play like 2 different games so that, like, you know, each stream, like if we feel like playing one or the other, we could just do that and kind of make that decision. So I think one of the games would be the next Danganronpa. I just couldn't figure out what the other one would be. But Our Life sounds fun. I like that idea. I think we're to open Sakura's locker and 1 million batteries pour out. It's like dude, there was a Chinese electric vehicle. It was like a parody of a Chinese electric vehicle where that was like, instead of filling it up with gas, you just had a bucket full of AAA batteries and you just poured it into the gas tank. Open Byakuya's locker and it's pictures of Makoto. Byakuya has pictures of me and Toko has pictures of Byakuya. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Should be sent. Okay, I'll try and accept that after the stream. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, it's just like a doodle. He's just drawing in his notebook. Any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Is his name in there? Yeah, Yasuhiro. Oh my god. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagekure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? Oh yeah, I think I got interrupted mid-thought. Is this Total Recall? Like, not just have we had our memories taken from us, but did they also implant memories into us that made us think there was like an outside world and lives that we lived outside of this high school? Maybe the ultimate despair gave us those memories for us to desire the outside world and to want to be free in order to essentially become one of them. Maybe I'm going too deep in this, but maybe there are multiple classes that have gone through this. Maybe the ultimate despairs are made up of people, the last people remaining from classes who truly desired freedom. They're gathering people that want that freedom at any cost. They're willing to kill people to get it. Wouldn't you desire to go outside anyway? Well, what if they were born here? What if they have only ever known this school? You know, does somebody who was born allergic to eggs desire eating eggs? Well, no, they've never really had any reason to. But somebody who had eggs when they were a kid and then grew an allergy would be like, I'm sad that I can't eat them anymore. I mean, shoot, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but it makes sense why they have dorms. It makes sense why people can live in the school. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Alright, what other lockers are we gonna find? I'm so glad. The more I see, the less it makes sense. The less sense it makes. A deer with human hands is behind it all. What is this, Adventure Time? And he's been piloting Sakura. Or is it planted evidence? Maybe, but that seems... I don't know. I think that seems unlikely. Just based on like a hunch, I guess. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Makoto's tripping, yeah. Okay, is there another locker that could be opened? This one? Looks like the locker opened. But nothing's inside. Damn it. Makoto took some of Hiro's stash weed. Give me some of that shit. Okay. That's the only lockers that had anything in them. Wait. Fuck. Okay. Hiro's locker and Kyoko's locker. Everything else is either destroyed. Yeah, everything else is destroyed or empty. I need to go back to Kyoko. No. No. Oh my god. Or blocked. Yes, true. But why would they be blocked?
This is a school.
Oh, is it not trial time? Is it just an announcement?
Is everyone working hard?
Oh, nice.
Is your investigation coming along nicely?
Yeah, I think so.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay.
For those of you
God
who
damn
are
it.
interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Honestly, I would have gone to the control room. Am I crazy? Am I crazy that I would have tried? Oh, hey, Hiro. What? Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. Since I'm joining you on stream, I get to use my new PNGs for the first time? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to figure out, like, maybe I just have, like, the Discord bubbles so that people can know, like... I mean, I guess they'll know the difference between us two, right? When we're talking. Theoretically. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? It's locked. Yeah, I just, you know, worth a try, right? I wouldn't put it past him. Wait, I'm lost. Where are you lost? Are you doing co-stream? Yeah, I think we're gonna do, when we do our life, I think we're gonna do it with Ember. I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. Wait, what? You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Is he giving everyone their memory back? Dude, that would be metal. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Dude, it's like the beginning of Loki. I'm sorry that I make so many, like, comparisons to movies. I've realized now that I've made like 10 of them this stream. But it's like the beginning of Loki when they pull Loki in and show him his entire life so that he can like essentially be MCU Loki even though MCU Loki is dead. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? On God, is it a multiplayer dating sim? I don't know. All I know is that it's like a visual novel dating sim kind of game. Yeah, I assume that was all it's gonna be. We just do the voices.
I am Monokuma.
Hello, welcome. Welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? There's so many pop culture references, like a millennial adult cartoon. I'm Family Guy, which could be good or bad depending on who is hearing that. listen, I'm sorry. I watch a lot of movies. I don't know what you want from me. A lot of my literary references come from, movies and TV. Monster Prom is a multiplayer dating sim and everyone should play it. All right, Myth, you and me, we're playing it. Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Oh, what? Word? The envelope? This must be the envelope. Duh. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. Multiplayer dating sim is just dating? No, it's role-playing dating. Is there anything wrong with that? What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be revealing details about us to each other. I don't think it's gonna be like my personal envelope, but I think I'm gonna be reading about like Toko or someone. I skipped that whole dialogue and opened it. I'm scared. I thought you were blue. What I found was a single photograph. Oh shit, is it from us at the school? Oh, it's the class picture! Yes! Dude, and look who is not shown in the picture. It's Junko! It's Junko all along! I fucking knew it! Featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. He's blue, dabba-dee, dabba-da. And look who is here. Aw, dude, Chihiro looks so happy. Dude, I'm actually miserable. Who's Junko? The one whose face is being blocked. She was like the fashionista person. Dude, oh my god, it's so nice. Oh my god, wait, look who is here. Yeah, it's Mukuro. Oh my god. Yeah, Junko is behind Taka's arm, yeah. Wait, who is 4 foot? Oh, Chihiro? Yeah, Chihiro's tiny. Makoto's not shown in the picture. Wait, that's such a good... Is Makoto taking the picture? Wait, yeah, that's such a good point. Where is Makoto? Dude, oh my god, are we gonna find out that, like, Makoto is... Dude, oh my god, are we gonna find out that, like, Makoto is Kyoko's brother? And he's the one who wrote in the notebook? Dude, that would be nuts. That's why it said that the headmaster was her father, or their father. Dude, and Makoto is the evil one? That would be crazy. Dude, I don't want to leave this picture. Look at how happy all of the people I care about are. And how pissed off Byakuya looks. Dude, I miss Celeste. I miss Celeste, I miss Chihiro. I miss Sayaka. Dude, this is sick. Look at Sakura. This is awesome. Mondo. Oh my god, it's been so long since we've seen Mondo. How do you come to think brother? Because maybe Kyoko isn't the one that wrote the note. Maybe it was Makoto. Because Makoto's not... What if Makoto isn't in the class at all? Chihiro though, I know. Look at how happy he is. Aw. It's so sweet. Sayaka and Leon look like they're friends. True. I mean, they probably all were friends, genuinely, except Byakuya. I mean, maybe he was just like hard exterior, soft interior kind of guy. This is so nice. I don't want to leave this picture. I don't want to move on. Okay. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Yeah, Byakuya's in the corner like, Jesus, whatever. I don't want this picture. He's just a classic tsundere. He acts like he doesn't care and he doesn't have feelings, but really deep down he does care. He's just bad at expressing it. Then this girl is... Mukuro? What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, where am I? Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. Look at the light, Makoto! Look at the light! There's windows that are open! This is the school! This is the school before everything! Look at the light! I think he's a freaking psycho. Maybe. And we're all wearing matching uniform. True! I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Where am I? I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. They couldn't have done a retake. Yeah, poor Junko. This is what made her crazy and what made her like kill everybody. This picture. She looked back, they were like, here, everyone look, are you happy with it? And she just went crazy and killed everybody. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out! Could be you, the main character, could be a latecomer. Yeah. Yeah, like he just doesn't ever show up on time. That seems pretty Makoto. But, I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. Monokuma wasn't there either. No, Monokuma was Junko. Monokuma was the one controlling the Sakura mech, of course. Wonder if everyone has seen a picture of a version of the picture with everyone but themselves. Ooh, that would be interesting. I don't know how they would do that. I guess everyone, like, in the real world, like the class, just everyone took turns taking a picture where they were the camera person so that there could be one with everyone in it. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh, he's malfunctioning again. Kyoko got him. What I mean is he joins the class late into the semester. Oh, I see. Like midway through the year he showed up, not like late to class. Guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Dude. We're unraveling the mystery. I think this is supporting what I thought. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Can we show Hiro our picture and he shows us his? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real. How could anyone fake that? I think you didn't get to keep the pic. Oh, really? Dude, that would suck. I mean, it would make sense, but that would suck. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Monokuma's been ChatGPT all along. Monokuma just is alter ego. He was never being controlled, it was just an AI. Alright, let's find everyone. Can I see them on the map? That would make this much easier. Fuck. Oh wait. It felt like I did it twice. Okay, Byakuya is in there. Byakuya is in the library. Of course he would be. Hiro's in the garden. Of course, Toko's in the morgue. Nobody's in the gym. Nobody's at the pool. Oh, and Hina's in the dining hall. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that everybody, really? Okay. Just realized how insanely funny what I just said is. Because he is AI. That's it. Like how you can teleport, yeah. Yeah, it does make things a little bit easier. But I do kind of, I'll just go bottom to top and just go through everyone. Oh, Kyoko's the only person I didn't see. But I don't know if she wants to talk right now. Me, whenever I say anything, actually so true. I laugh at my jokes more than anybody else in the world laughs at me. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast, I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina! Why? Why won't you talk to me? Yeah, Monokuma gave everybody evidence that's like, yeah, Makoto's a fucking murderer, don't trust him. And then he gave me the picture of everybody else being friends. Okay, so Byakuya's in the library. Like the fucking nerd he is. I'm honestly surprised he's not just in like the headmaster's room. That's where I would really expect him. Alright. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Yo, what the fuck? Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. I mean, normally that would be pretty on par for his character, but now everyone else is acting like that too. Monokuma definitely tried to frame Makoto. Yeah, absolutely. Which means we're close. Means we're starting to catch on, and Monokuma's getting scared. Now the other two... Okay, wait. So who do I need to talk to? Me, so there's 5 other people. Kyoko's out of the picture, so there's 4 people. Hina, Byakuya, Hiro, and Toko. And those are both on the top floor. Okay. In the garden and in the morgue. Fuck, I forgot where the stairs are on this one. Oh yeah, straightforward. We're getting close. I can feel it. We're unraveling this mystery. Hey, what's up, Hiro? Hey, Hiro. Yeah! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, no! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It's like he was avoiding me. Yeah, sad. He's just like me. What, are you Makoto? Just being avoided in this situation? Or are you Hiro? Like he was afraid of me. Why? I mean, Toko's crazy enough. If Monokuma tried to frame us as a murderer, Toko would probably be like into that. So I think if anyone's gonna talk to us, this is our best bet. But also, this would probably be Genocide Jill, right? Like, I don't imagine Toko is willingly just going to the morgue. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Oh, maybe she did try to go to the morgue and she opened up one of the fridges. Huh? Toko? Doid, yeah. Which one did she try to open up? It's open. Dude, I don't care about Toko. Let me see the fucking body. Toko, are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, dude. God, man, I need you. I need you, Makoto. Before you make any assumption about anything, can you take one step backward and just think? What is the information we already have about this person or this situation? There's an open dead body freezer, and Toko, the person who has split personalities that only comes out when she faints by seeing blood, is passed out. It's like, God damn it. It's like, I've got a circle and a circular hole. What could this mean? It's like, come on, Makoto. Thinking about it, did the mastermind wipe both of their memories? Both of whose memories? Oh, like Genocide Jill and Toko? Probably. I would have to imagine. Or maybe Genocide Jill was only a product of, you know, the insanity that ensued from the academy. Maybe she didn't exist before. What? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. He's in a death game, plus cute. Makoto's inner monologue are his random thoughts. I know, but like, he's so stupid. In a situation like that, it's so easy to pit. Oh, Toko passed out. She must have saw a body. Oh yeah, the door's open. Yeah, there's a body. Like, there's no steps in between that logic, but he finds them.
I see.
What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? He's the ultimate visual novel protagonist? Yeah, that's his skill. Yeah, I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Yeah, I actually could use that. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Miyaki is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Saw 2 sticks of RAM in her brain. I need that. Somebody gotta do that to me. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Alright, good talking to you, Jill. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. Oh, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jill anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some. It's like, dude, your eyes, do they function? It's not like the body was here. The body was here. It's not like you had to look in a different place to be like, oh my god, how did this open up? Advise also adding a hard drive for the RAM fails and a magnetic band for the drive fails. It's gotten more noticeably dumb as this game goes on. Yeah. Being in love fried his brain. And doing it twice, I mean, he's a goner. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out. Kyoko.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's
It would
a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem.
I imagined she came here to investigate. When she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult with her?
Anyway.
No, look at the body. Look at the body. You're too smart for this, Kyoko. Look at the body. I love her tongue, but how does she eat with it? Lollipop shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I mean, do you think she's like a frog? And she just like grabs things with her tongue and then eats them? Toko be like sea blood blue screen. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. No, look at the body! God, please, you're too smart for this. Please look at the body. Please look at all of them. Look at every single one, and then whoever's not there, congratulations! The mystery is solved! Please, please just look at the bodies. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, thank Christ. Somebody with a functioning brain. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Well, notice that Monokuma doesn't really do anything during the trial. It's usually just at the beginning and at the end. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So.
You may be right. Either way, now we can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. If I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay. Okay, so what should I do?
So then.
Why don't you just... Why don't you just wait over there like a good dog? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Boy, the ceiling sure looks like ceiling. Oh my god, I didn't even notice this floor. Wow. God, it's so floory. I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do here. Genuinely. I want to look at the body. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. I should ask Kyoto. Wow. I think it's the first time I've done that. That's funny. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? The French word for tail is also used as slang for penis, used for all kinds of dumb, dirty jokes. Dude, that's scary. That's scary. That implicates that, like, France are fucking animals. That's scary. What? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. Is that why they say you get tail? Wait, what? Really? Is that a real thing? Imagine when VTubers talk about their tail. Yeah, shit. I mean, my tail's on display for everyone to see. That's kind of yucky. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing. But what's done is done, I guess. It's actually the same in Russian and German. Oh my god. What the hell is going on in Europe? Jesus. Do you guys need help or something? The Europeans are a bit too raunchy, yeah. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Maybe Europe for being a pile of dirty life, filthy peeps. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm saying America never went through the Dark Ages. No, stop. Don't look at my tail. Curvy? Oh, God. Just ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, wait, this is the same exact conversation I just had. Then what am I actually just supposed to sit here in the other end of the room and wait? Yeah. Yeah, it's the same tart. Yeah. Yeah, and it came from the biolab. Oh yeah, I guess I never reinvestigated that, right? That's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Okay. That was actually useful. Yeah, okay. Then what the hell else am I supposed to do? Is it this? Do I start opening up fridges? The left side, a bunch of blue lights. On the right side, no lights. Okay, it would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number... Oh my god, finally! Finally, Makoto! You needed Kyoko to figure that out?! You read it! It was in the fucking notebook! Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it. He's so stupid! Okay. Okay, it's alright. Use your deductive skills, Makoto. You'll figure it out. It's 9. Yes, there's 9 bodies. Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange, Makoto? Connect the dots, please. 9 lights? God, connect the dots! It's like talking to my dog. It's just like trying to get my dog to understand things. Like, okay, connect it. Look, this equals that, right? Connect the dots. So in RPG, his IQ would be minus infinity, but luck plus infinity. Yeah, actually, he genuinely has the intelligence of like a young dog. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that... Comparing Makoto to a puppy again? Yeah, you know what? You might have been cooking. I was doubtful at first, but he might be a dog. Genuinely, you might have been right. Yeah, I'll take that L. The stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury. So it's possible, yeah, it's possible that, like, Mukuro was killed way before and just used as an excuse to frame Kyoko. Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. But they didn't say that that's the cause of death. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. But they also didn't say that that was the cause of death. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. That's the important part. And that's the part I've been looking at the entire goddamn time. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. What if Mukuro was killed in the tragedy? I think it's too old. That was what I thought at first. But I think it's because we need, for our story to be correct, we need Mukuro alive at the start of this death game. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However,
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it. Well, where... Buddy. This, like... It's so crazy. It's like trying to explain physics to, like, a toddler. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. They're not gonna get it. They just can't. They are not physically capable of understanding.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, you fucking inbred. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep that in mind for the future. Sorry, was that too far? I just figured she might be saying that. That's like, I wanted to voice the implication in her voice for everyone to hear, because that's what I got out of that.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. And I verified to make sure she was a woman. How much did she weigh? 97 pounds? Yeah, she was fucking tiny. 5'7", but weighs 97 pounds? That's crazy. That's like, when I was a freshman in high school, I was 6 foot tall and I was about 100 pounds. So I was 5 inches taller than her and about the same weight. And I was so underweight, like ridiculously underweight. She is tiny. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly. God, no, please, please just look at all the other bodies. Please. It's the easiest answer of all time. They've laid it out right in front of you. There's 9 bodies and 10 deaths. Whoever's not dead is the killer. Oh my God. Please, this is torture. Oh, wait. Are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. Wait, what? Something's wrong? What's wrong? What's the issue? She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now. I kept that, right? Surely I did not just put it back in the locker. Why not go show her? I mean, yeah, that would work too, right? Hey, Kyoko? I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. We're Makoto, you know? What? I don't want to be Makoto. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
Oh, dumb. Yeah. What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook. Dude, please God, can we go take her there and make her try to open the locker with her handbook? And prove definitively if that's her locker or not? Wouldn't that just make perfect sense?
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. I'm so locked out. We're talking about the writing that was probably Kyoko's that was in the little book that said like the headmaster was the one who orchestrated the whole thing to trap everyone in the school. I mean, I guess he's about to explain this. I think it must be your pocketbook. Unlocks mayhaps? Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? That's a good question. That's a very, very good question, actually. Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Oh my god, her video? Holy shit, we need information about this. Video?
Makoto,
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. What video? At the very first chapter of the game. When Monokuma was trying to convince us to murder each other, he gave everybody in the class a DVD. And the DVD presumably was some kind of blackmail or threat revolving around like their family or people close to them. But we only ever found out what was on our video and what was on Sayaka's video. And then we forgot about it for the rest of the fucking game. Holy shit, that's such a massive clue. I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can.
So,
That won't be necessary. Yes, yes, yes. She's so fucking smart. It's so relieving to have an adult in the room. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Class 78, urgent interviews. Oh my god, this is the entrance exam for every student? A DVD? And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
So,
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Here it comes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm actually like trembling excited. This is the puzzle piece we've been missing. Oh my god, she had this the whole time? Are you kidding me? Or maybe she found this in the headmaster's office. I have to give her a little bit of credit, because I think if she had it the whole time, she probably would have told us. Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble? She
in
found
other
it, yeah.
words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Wait, she just said it was in the hidden room they just found? Wait, really? Was it in the bones? I must have just read straight past that. I was so excited, I didn't even see that. I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. I love you, Makoto. Imagine. Imagine. She never would, but I think it was with the bones. Yeah, that would make sense. Because it's the only place we didn't look. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So, that's it for my rambling. I would get everyone to watch the DVD. I want to watch it first. Selfishly, I want to know. Also, everyone's avoiding me, so I can't really do that. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still cannot give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Dude, it's crazy. Makoto's like the embodiment of hope. He is like the epitome of hope. I mean, thematically, it's very nice. This is written very well, I will say. Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. Dumb hope? Yeah, I mean, listen. I think, like, unrelenting hope has to be naive. Just the same as unrelenting despair. You know, the truth of reality is somewhere in the middle of that. You can never be 100% hopeful or 100% into despair, because at some point you're going to be delusional. you know, there has to be room for gray. So he has to be stupid if he's going to be the embodiment of hope. I guess it all makes sense. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko is gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if she's the worst truth in the even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Let's go. Even if she is sorry, it was a slip. I was thinking about Kyoko, could you tell? AV room is the first floor. Fuck, I always do that. Maybe I need one last trip to the Yaoi room just to be sure. Alright, show me the tape. I want to know. It's like I'm Phil Collins. I want to know. Pretty uninterested in the story at this point, but to be fair, I've been missing a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think what keeps me going is the mystery, right? I want to know the answers, and I want to know if I got them right. That's what drives me. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka! Oh my god, Sayaka! It's been so long. Our first love. It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
Oh my god, the headmaster. The voice I heard was of a man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation.
Don't even remember how she died. She got stabbed by Leon. She was the very first person to die. Because she tried to kill Leon, and then Leon turned it around and killed her. In our room.
I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
You turn up the voice actor? Yeah, probably. Voice volume? Let's see if that works.
Now then, let me get straight to the point.
Let me know if that's any better. I honestly, the audio you guys get and the audio I get is very different, so just let me know. Better? Okay.
There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
Oh shit. A chance?
Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Oh man. Your word didn't really mean a lot, bro. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. Oh wait, I only get to see Sayaka? I don't get to see anyone else? There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. So is the idea of this being a reality show squashed now? I don't think so. No, because we're still obviously being recorded by Monokuma. But I think the headmaster may not have been the one doing that. I think that might have come when the mastermind took over. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. Oh my god, a new person. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's fucking Kyoko. It's me! I am a student! If I say the word dad or father in this interview, I'm gonna fucking flip my chair over. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Yes. That's such a weird response. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. When the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Oh, you signed up for it. This can't be real. I said
I'm
yes?
sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Oh, what does that mean?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Why don't we have a choice? Dude, this is a Portal scenario and this is some automated institution that's gone wrong from being abandoned and the outside world is just gone. I mean, that would explain... it would explain why we can't leave. But it wouldn't explain why they gave us memories of what the outside world is. Maybe to keep us hopeful? To keep us hopeful that we can help the world outside, despite the fact that there is no world outside? That would actually track. That's a decent theory.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
And that's why they would board up, then why kill them? Because there is clearly two separate ideas here. The headmaster who wanted to keep us all here, and the mastermind who killed the headmaster and is putting us in this death game. They clearly had two different purposes. The purpose, but then, oh, you know what it doesn't? What it doesn't explain is why they'd be recording everything and essentially live streaming everything. It doesn't explain that, because who would they be broadcasting it to if there's no outside world? But maybe the student doesn't know that. There's actually a world. If we only know what's inside Hope's Peak Academy and we don't know what's in the outside world, then it would explain. They're broadcasting it so that someone can watch, but they don't know that there's no one out there. That kind of tracks. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Show me the Kyoko one. Byakuya. Byakuya? Toko? Hina? Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then, Kyoko. Yes. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. she'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oh, fuck! Come on! Come on, man! Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now.
Too bad.
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. You fucking bear. You stupid piece of shit. I feel anger towards you again. Even though I know that you're just a cute little animatronic, I still feel anger towards you. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing and it'd just be more of the same. Fuck Monokuma, absolutely. He'd ask them the question and they'd all say yes. What if somebody didn't say yes? What if somebody said no? That's important. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. He's starting to figure out that everybody had their memories wiped. It took him 6 chapters. 6 chapters to figure out that some people might not be remembering the reality that we've lived. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? No, because they all remember their ability? Yeah, but they don't remember anything else. Their memory and what they're being shown doesn't line up. Have we all forgotten? Or... nothing else, no other thoughts? Oh my god, is it trial time? Uh-oh.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
I think it's time.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning.
Early during the trial is the point at which I know the game again? Okay. Yeah, because you just know what the ending is, right? You don't know the process to get there. Like I said, it makes sense why they wouldn't want her to remember the same amount as the others. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they definitely took more of her memory than they did the rest of us. I don't think anyone's misremembering what their ultimate talent was. I think it would be way too hard to falsify that. But yeah, they definitely took more away from her than anyone else.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning.
It's going to be such a pleasure seeing which of your theories were right or wrong. I know, I'm antsy.
Get started. The beginning of the end.
Yep,
of
the class trial. Okay.
Everyone gather once again.
Yep, gather, you know where.
Know where.
Portal theory is hanging on by a single thread. Yeah, but mecha cannibalism theory are, you know, dancing around the ballroom. They're having a grand time. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Alright. I guess I'm the first one this time. You gonna beat that an hour later? So I want to ask you guys. I have about an hour. So I could either start the trial and just get an hour in and end at, 7. Or if you want, I could just save, end, and then we'll finish the trial probably Monday, because I think I'm not going to be around tomorrow. Nah, do it at once? Okay. Promise Makoto is the mastermind. He just pretended to be stupid to keep the player from finding out. That would be an amazing twist. But ultimately, yeah, it's whichever you guys prefer. I could do some of the trial today and then finish the game Monday, or I could just end here at the beginning and then we'll just run all of the trial on Monday. I don't specifically have a preference. End here? Okay. I can't wait for the trial. Yeah, it'll build suspense, right? I'm not sure if you can save throughout the trials. Oh! Okay. Okay, then let's get to the very beginning of it, and then I'll save. You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hey guys! How's it going? Hina? But you'll dream about it till you get the answers you're looking for. I guarantee I'll be thinking about it. Until I finish, it's going to be the whole trial plus the there's an epilogue. I mean, I guess there needs to be, right? But yeah, I will definitely be thinking about it until I finish it. Hiro? Guys, what's going on? Can't we talk? Aren't we all friends? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Oh, hey, Toko. Oh, hey, Jill. I don't even know what that's supposed to say. Almond latte? The fuck did Monokuma show them? Dude, I have no idea. He must have like made a picture of me like with knife in hand, bloody corpse. Maybe I'm the one that killed the headmaster and put him in the present. Like, it must be something along those lines.
I'm on fire!
Yeah, strong silent master. It's so wonderful. So cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze. Yes! Now I listen. Everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my scissor sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it could be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Dude, nice non-binary representation. Very kind of you. Oh, hey Toko. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. She's like a puppy in a weird way. Her and Makoto match each other's freak. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin. That's true, they're not just angry at Makoto, they're not even talking to each other.
Chills! Kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow. Good one.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll make sure
feeling
everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
you guys.
So don't try and run away. Yeah. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will be
family.
over in no time. Just when things were about to get good. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first in the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Why aren't they talking to me? I want to know. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so,
Ready to win, right? I like when she smiles. I like when she shows emotions. It's good to know we're like cracking the shell a little bit. Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. She's cute, yeah. No, it's nice. And then Kyoko is aboard the elevator. I started making my way toward the opening. Step by step, step after step, that gaping maw. Toward that gaping maw. Kyocutie pie, true, good one. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really nice, especially considering that I think her hard shell is one of like distrust and trauma. The fact that we're breaking through it little by little is very nice. It means that like we're at least making a little bit of a positive difference on her. Which I like. I like that a lot. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper, 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 deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. Jesus, we get it, Makoto. It's deep. He was like, sorry, I was just reciting some of the yaoi I got from Kyoko. My bad, the elevator's going down. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I have a cute person for you to raid? Awesome. Yeah, let me know. I mean, because we're getting pretty close. Let me know and I'm down to raid them. Now that I know how to do it, you know, there's a whole new world out there. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Well then,
thrills.
let's begin! Alright, I think that's it. Is he saying chills? Yeah, thrills, chills, something like that. I don't want to stop here. Oh, yeah. Haunted Luna? Okay, cool. Thrills, kills, chills. Yeah, what? Yeah. That. All right, so that's gonna be the end for us. Like I said, I probably won't be around tomorrow. So the final stream for this game, the final trial, will probably be Monday. That is, yeah, Monday. So yeah, I know it'll be hard to wait, but I'm begging you guys, keep tight, and we'll finish everything on Monday. And it'll be really exciting, and we'll be able to figure out all the mysteries of the game and put Monokuma to rest for good. And then keep him as a pet, because he's kind of cute. Don't tell anyone that. Cool is for good, yeah. Oh, my Wi-Fi works on Monday? Yeah, hopefully. To be fair, it would ruin the experience to cut it in half. Yeah, I can see it. It's good to get it all out in one thing. I would honestly, if I'm being real, I would forget. Like, if we did an hour of the trial right now and then continued Monday, I'd probably forget everything that happened. Put him to rest till the second game. Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, we're gonna put him to rest for the rest of this one. But yeah, so Monday we'll do the trial. We'll complete the game, and then we'll figure it out from there. You know, figure out what we're gonna do. I appreciate you guys for coming in. We are going to raid Haunted Luna. It looks at the Danganronpa 2 cover. I don't know about that. I guarantee you'd have much to remember. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a lot. Raid Haunted Luna. Yeah, we're gonna raid Haunted Luna. So go over there, show him some love, be nice, and we will and we'll just continue everything on Monday. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, for chatting. You know, it's fun to get to rant to you guys as always. You guys are pretty funny. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but you guys are good comedians. I enjoy having y'all around. You make me laugh when I play. Oh, please. Yeah. Oh, before we go, yeah. What's up? Do you have the Discord link? Oh, here. Just add me on Discord. It's just my Twitch name, so it's Friendly Ghost Val. Just add me on Discord. And then I'll somehow I'll figure out how to invite you to that. Because I suck at this kind of thing and I have no idea how to do it. But I'll figure it out from there. Yeah, that's my name in the Discord. Ooh, yeah. Alright, we're about to raid. I appreciate all you guys for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your night, rest of your day, whatever it might be. And let's hop on over to Haunted Luna. Thanks, y'all.